Here's another exclusive clip from Wrestling Reality with Justin LaBar, brought to you by Gladiators of the Cage.
I mean, I guess if Taker wins, potentially it could be a rubber match that they would take to.
But they would have to take it to WrestleMania, right?
No, they could take it to Survivor Series and do it as a gimmick match. Do it as
or maybe Royal Rumble. Oh, but Survivor Series is.
Yeah, and Rumble, I don't like. Yeah. Rumble's so occupied already with the 30-minute match. That's an hour plus there.
So you really only have like one other big match, if anything.
You could do a rubber match, but here's my booking theory. Before we go to break here in a second, here's my booking theory for how SummerSlam weekend is going to go down. I say Taker is going to win that match against Brock Lesnar. He's going to avenge his loss. And then the next night on Raw, he will show up. He's already there in New York. He will come back out on Raw. And I think that he could start to make maybe almost feel like that farewell speech. I held a streak for 20 plus years. It got beaten. I avenged that. I've held the world title. Whatever. You can go say it however he needs to say it and say I've done all that I need to do. I can finally maybe rest. Whatever. Get ready towards the end. Had that Sting appearance. We know Sting's going to be there that weekend. I don't know. I'm leaning against it. They even put him on the SummerSlam card. He might get way over. Like it might at this point be really a moot point. You have title versus title. You have Brock versus Taker. Oh, and then you got Sting over here in the the whatever match. I don't know if they'll use him. So leave him off that. Let him do his panel stuff. Let him do all the shenanigans that he's doing, earlier in the weekend there, and then let him just come out Monday. Let him build the entire Monday night thing, or at least build to one of the hourly segments. Taker's going to address the WWE universe and let that image of the stare down of be them. I mean, and that can be the dream match everybody is talking about or whatever. Let that happen at Survivor Series, his 25-year anniversary, and then after that, maybe you go into finally the retirement match for Mania, and that's that.
Who's that going to be?
I still say John Cena's the only thing that makes sense.
I think it has to be.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
And you think Undertaker lets Cena take it, or?
He's so old school. I think he would. He'd want to go out losing. That's just how I kind of interpret him. But
I still think they could have a great match.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
No doubt.
And I mean,
it's not going to be as hard as Lesnar's. Like Lesnar's not Cena's not as stiff. Like it's a lot of it easier.
Well, and the build to it will be very key. The build to it.
But history.
Well, the build to it will be key. But really, what actually it comes down to is that if they put Taker in the Hall of Fame that weekend, and you absolutely know this is his last match, then you can simply have. You actually don't even have to have much of a build. You can have Cena just fighting a bunch of random people, not random, but like credible, but just random matches leading up to Mania, as if he's like training, trying to get himself ready for the Phenom, who's the best WrestleMania performer ever. You don't have to, and Taker can have a few promos, a few vignettes, but it could literally be because this is his last match. That in itself sells, as long as you declare that.